Okay, in this video we talk about the Foundling after this. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd, and in the Foundling, we see not a whole lot happening. There is some advancement in the story of Bo-Katan. She becomes a rescuer and is rewarded with some Beskar and a new signet to go on her armor. She has the respect of the armorer now, not just because she was redeemed in the living waters of Mandalore, but also now because she has shown a certain amount of valor. And we also see the early training of Grogu, who is put into this sparring match that various of the foundlings are involved in. They're sparring with each other, they're shooting into the lake, maybe going after the monster that went after one of them before long, who knows, trying out their jetpacks and such as that. And all of this going on, and Grogu is basically standing there taking punishment until he is pushed along by Din Djarin to actually engage using his force powers, and which he does. He does one of those somersault leaps and defeats his adversary there, who must be, terribly embarrassed by that, seeing that he didn't want to spar with him because the guy was too little. At any rate, that was showing that Grogu is certainly not too young to start training as a Mandalorian, although I'd hate to see him have to put the helmet on. Meanwhile, he is with the armorer, and while the armorer is creating a piece of armor for him to commemorate his first defeat in practice, there's a flashback, and it is to the time when the younglings were being slaughtered in Coruscant. And we find that the lone Jedi who was able to get in and save Grogu was, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he had dual lightsabers, and he was played by Ahmed Best. Now, this was the actor who voiced and performed on site Jar Jar Binks. Now, it was later tricked in, of course, by CG, and he was eliminated out of it altogether. But his voice was still there, and one of the most disliked characters in Star Wars seems to have a moment of redemption, at least for the actor that played him, and he gets to be the Jedi that rescued Grogu. So an interesting little Easter egg there, and a little bit of backstory for Grogu. Now, we don't know when he's going to start talking, if he ever will, or if that's going to just ruin the whole show if he does. However, they do seem to have some slippage here in that there's no adventures, there's no new places to go. They're still in this encampment with, the armorer pretty much in charge. And, the little thing to go rescue the foundling boy was okay. One thing that we did find out about it was that their jetpacks don't have unlimited fuel. It does run out, and that was something obviously that Bo-Katan knew, because she got in her ship and flew with them, and then was able to pass them up as their jetpacks ran out of fuel, and find where the boy had been taken, and then goes back to base and puts together a party to go and retrieve him, which will include the boy's father. And that all happens, but, it's not like there was going to be anybody in any trouble. We figured maybe the father would die, but he didn't. And they rescue the boy, they kill the pterodactyl that takes him, and then find out that it had 3 youngs that they were taking the boys to feed them with. And so what they've done is they've taken the young pterodactyls back to the camp to train them to be ridden on, kind of the same way that Boba Fett did in some of the flashbacks in the season he did. So this is basically what the Foundling was about not much. What I think we see is kind of a change of heart for Bo-Katan. She is starting to take to the society as it is. And something they haven't mentioned, she had taken the dark saber and used it to fight to save Din Djarin when he was imprisoned on Mandalore. So I don't know if she has actual possession of the dark sword, the dark saber, or if it's just something that slid through the cracks right now. But I have a feeling they're going to go back to it. And that might make her way of being able to rule Mandalore again without having to kill Din Djarin to do it. So that's what we have on Chapter 20, Episode 4 of Season 3 of The Mandalorian. We're talking about a different Mandalorian right now. It seems to be Din Djarin kind of in the peripheries while Bo-Katan's taken lead, and I have no objections to that. So I'd like to know what you think. Please put it in the comments below. And, of course, if you've not yet subscribed, please do that, and like too. You can like every time that you watch one of these videos, and that would be a nice count up for us. We'd like to get a lot of likes so that the algorithm will think that we're a contender. So that's what we're going for there. So until next time, don't go far.